then, without further ado, let's go ahead and resume where we left off with the Hands of Unity. So, last time we left off, the Hands of Unity were in the Rasa Kingdom, after being given a task to investigate a temple that was found near the town of Thuril. The group decided to board a bus to get to the town of Widowheart first and then head out from there. During their travels, they encountered a young girl named Isabel. Isabel claimed to have been kidnapped from Widowheart by Gildred's knight, so the party decided to help the little girl home. During the bus trouble, a murder happened on the bus, causing the party, along with the other knights, to begin a very short investigation. However, being led by a suspicion, Lucian went to Isabel, finding a drop of blood on Isabel's lips. Wanting to confirm his worries, Lucian performed a test on Isabel. However, this test caused her to be very scared and afraid of everybody. And with the strange pink-colored smoke, she vanished after stating she desired to go home. The group were then ordered by the knights, by the knight captain Penelope, to make a statement when they get to the town of Widowheart. The rest of the travel was more or less safe. Food being served, worried sleep, deals being made, attempting to cockblock a dragon, etc., etc. When the party finally arrived to the town of Widowheart, while they were giving a statement on what happened, they revealed about their dragon item, in particular Valerian, who somehow managed to be free from the item. This worried the knights of a potential red dragon on the loose, and during the interrogation, Romeo's parents, of all people, showed up handing out flyers about a little girl named Isabel who was missing. Later revealed to be Romeo's younger sister. After the party was introduced to Romeo's parents and a big misunderstanding from Romeo's mom, the group were brought to Romeo's childhood home in Widowheart. When they entered the house, however, they could hear a little girl's voice cry out looking for them, causing the parents to freeze. So with all that being said, we will resume where we left off. So, currently, I'll ask for everybody's response. As all y'all enter on the decent, comfortable, homey house, y'all enter and y'all just hear Mommy, Daddy seem to echo throughout the house, causing both the parents to freeze. What do y'all do?
Basically, look at Lucian and say, "You stay right here."
So who is currently present to see me? Like, obviously everyone's kind of turning around, I assume, but oh no, wasn't I outside?
No, y'all are all brought
No.
inside. You're just kind of keeping your distance.
Hold on. Let me make sure this is.
Remember?
I'm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast Disguise Self real quick
Okay.
and just my normal other appearance. Nothing special.
Okay. Duly noted. Welcome, Seth. We just started.
Hello. I have a head.
Are you good, Seth, or do you need to call it on your end?
I might need to call it.
Go ahead. Go ahead and call it. Take care of
I
yourself.
promise I'll be here for the next million sessions.
You'll be good. Go ahead and call it. Take care of yourself.
I love you. Good night.
Mm-hmm. Anywho's. Okay, so Lucian cast this guy itself. What about the rest of y'all?
I mean, do we see the voice where the voice is coming from?
No, like as soon as y'all enter the house, y'all currently just see a long hallway directly like going like straight down to the other side of the house. A what looks to be like a living room area to your left, with a couch, a simple fireplace, and some books shelves, and some chairs. And on the right, you see what looks to be a combination between a kitchen and a dining room. So if you were to narrow it down, I would say the voice y'all can hear coming from on the other side of the house, like down the hall.
Um, and based off of memory, does it sound like our former little tag along?
Yes, it does.
Oh, that's fun. Um, yeah, I think I'm just gonna kind of like default to slinking back and probably where Lucian is, to be honest, because I don't want to cause any trouble.
Okay. Mason Romeo, what about y'all?
I am also frozen.
Okay. Mace, what about you?
Ace is just slowly walking towards the voice, prepared for something.
Okay. As y'all all lock up, besides Mace, who is slowly proceeding towards the voice, you hear Glory, Romeo's father, call out, Isabel? Is that you? Isabel? It's okay. You can come out. And it looks like a door on the far end of the hallway seemed to slowly open up. And as the door opens up, you see a small, tiny little humanoid figure seems to waddle out. This is a very small child. It looks to be maybe 2 or like close to 3 years of age, who comes waddling out, and dark purple skin, golden colored eyes, and you see she also has somewhat long curly black hair. And as she waddles out, you see that she also seems to have strands of, like a couple of strands of light brownish hair as she comes out. And she looks over, and she looks young. And looking at her, one thing that y'all can quickly tell, she sounds like the Isabel that was on the train, but she looks way younger than the Isabel that y'all interacted with. Like, she looks like maybe a couple years younger than the Isabel y'all interacted on the train.
I roll perception to see if I can see that injury that Lucian did to her hand.
Sure, yeah. Make me a perception check. All right. Looking over her body, like trying to see her hand to see if you can see the small little cut that Lucian give. You do see a small little nick, like a tiny little scar on her hand. But as soon as this little child comes out, immediately both parents whoosh, zoom to the child with I'm forgetting names now. With Ausha coming up, Romeo's mother, and lifting Isabel into her arms and just cradling her close to her body, and goes, "Oh, Isabel, thank you so much. Where did you go? Where were you?" And just squeezing her tight, and Isabel just lets out a giggle and just cuddles up with Romeo's mom, and Gloria's right next to them, in like stroking her hair, just looking over her body, making sure that she's all good, and just looking over and just going, "How did you get in the house? What is going on?" And you see they're both very confused, but it takes a moment. But Romeo, you see your father, Glory, who kind of looks over at you, Romeo, and kind of motions you to get closer.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go closer.
Okay. As you get closer to to your family, you see your mother looks over at you, and with tears going down her face, and she kind of wipe her face with her elbow, and just kind of wiping her tears away, and goes, "Well, this is just day is just full of surprises, isn't it?" And you see she kind of hesitates a bit, and clears her throat and goes, "Romeo," and kind of just gives you a wink, and then say, "This is your baby sister Isabel." And you see Isabel kind of looks at you, Romeo, and just stares at you. And you see her little tiny hand starts to reach out to you.
I will take her little tiny hand.
Okay. You gently grasp her
Right.
hand, and she kind of her hand is like so small that your whole hand can just wrap around, and she goes, "Hello."
Oh, Isabel? I'm your big sister, Eldora.
Sister?
Yeah.
Outdoor. Yeah. Mama and Daddy talked about you.
All good things, I hope.
They said you were traveling. And you see Gloria goes, traveling, sweetheart. Like, traveling.
Yeah. I've been away for a while. I'm glad that I came home and got to meet you.
What does a sister do?
Well, not quite sure of that myself. I've never been a sister before.
You see your mother kind of just smiles at the both of y'all and goes, "We wanted to contact you sooner, but we wanted to contact you sooner about everything, but we wanted you to experience your life first and go on your adventure that you always talked about. And we didn't want to make you feel obligated to be here. We wanted you to live out your life."
Certainly is a surprise.
Yes, it's certainly was. You come home and Isabel somehow pops up here. We're still very confused by that. But the important thing is Isabel is safe, and Isabel is not getting out of my sight. The rest of y'all, what are y'all's reaction to all this? Or what are y'all doing?
Well, once she starts interacting with Romeo, I would just start moving forward. Like, I'm gonna get pretty close.
Okay. You
And
get, Mhm.
any reaction specifically? Just walking up.
Okay. As you walk up, you see Isabel looks over towards you and kind of tilts her head at you. And you see she gives a small little wave to you.
I'll kind of wave back and I'll said it was Osha? Asha? Oh, Osha? Osha violation?
Oh, shut!
Alshra.
Ausha?
Ausha.
How do I say that in Egyptian side? Ausha.
Alshra. Alshra.
Ausha. Ma'am.
Can you?
How old is your daughter? This one? I know the other one.
Oh, she's about to turn 3 very soon.
Alright. Okay. Isabel, can you hold out your hands for me? Just see your palms like this, and I'll do the motion like giving hands, you know, like just show the palms of the hand.
Isabel kind of just looks at you and then looks at her little tiny baby hands and then holds them out towards you.
And the nick on the head is in the exact spot where I did it to the other one.
Yep.
All right. Glory, was it?
The father steps up. Yes.
Can I talk to you outside for a minute? It might be important.
Sure. I don't. Sure, we can have a talk. Is everything okay? And he begins walking with you outside.
Yeah, everything's fine. And once we're out of earshot, we're outside.
Mhm.
I'm gonna drop the disguise.
Okay. He drops his guys and you see Glory just looking at you, not really, just nodding his head, going, "Is there a particular reason why you had that up?"
Yeah. All right. You can be mad at me all you want, hate me all you want. That's fine. But you need to understand something. Either either that's not actually your daughter in there, or there's something else that we ran into that's not actually your daughter that did something. and was impersonating her. Um, and that little nick on her hand, that's from me testing for lycanthropy or any sort of affliction that may be or monster. Is there was a It's a long story. There was a murder on the bus on the way here, and it was tiny, and the only thing that I could think of that could be that small was the child that was present. And I tested, and she vanished in pink smoke. Talked about want to go home, but this girl looked much older, but sounded the same name. I assumed that the features are similar, like the hair and stuff, or
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like same everything, just significantly or notably older.
Ooh,
And we're here because there's some weird shit going on.
wait,
So
hang on. Just so I understand. You're saying if I'm understanding correctly, you said you met an older version of my daughter?
I don't know if it was her per se, but it sounded the same, looked the same name. Called this place home, wanted to go home, and then now Josh shows back up, and she has the same mark on her hand. Has that mark always been there?
No, it hasn't.
So I don't understand what's going on, and I'm not, I'm not trying to ruin it. I don't want to be wrong again, but just keep an extra eye on her. Tread carefully. I don't want to. If I walk in there and she recognizes me in this form, then I'm truly at a loss. I mean, I don't know what's going on here, but look, just be careful, right?
Hmm.
I don't want to see anybody else get hurt.
No, I understand. Couple things. First of all, if you ever try to harm either of my daughters, I will fucking kill you. But that's just to be stated. Second of all, I appreciate you taking initiative and disguising yourself just in case you upset her. I do appreciate that. And everything else is rather worrisome. We will take her in the morning. We'll take her to the local clinic to get her checked out and get her tested and make sure she really is our daughter, and just to be safe.
Yeah, one thing I would do to be certain: wait up as late as you can. Whatever was happening in the night, so that's one way. Keep a close eye on the room. I don't know if she has windows, escape from or something. If there are indications, check in periodically. Stay up, and I, I don't intend to hurt anybody that's innocent. But monsters are monsters, and regardless who they used to be. But make no mistake, if something's after her, it's my job to put it in the ground, and I won't stop till I do.
Well, I appreciate your honesty, and be careful on using the words monster in front of, I guess you can say, my kind. We have history regarding that, but I understand what you mean.
Lori, how familiar are you with the earliest Warforged models.
Truth be told, not that familiar. Not with the earliest Warforge. Only things that we've been taught.
The earliest ones were used or created, and correct me if I'm wrong, obviously, were created with willing souls. They were transferred over to them.
Mhm.
It would kill the host body. When I say monster, I'm talking about monsters. I'm not talking about tieflings. I used to be one.
Really? I didn't know that practice was still going on to this day. I thought it died out.
As far as I know, it did. I'm I'm mighty old. I've been around for a long time.
Well, if you're part of the first generation, thank you for your service.
It's complicated, but don't thank me. I don't deserve any thanks. We should, before anyone gets suspicious or concerned.
No, of course.
I don't want to upset her, but I think we need to see if she recognizes me. But it's your call, ultimately. I suppose you're home after all.
I say let's wait until the morning. And then, like, before we take her to the clinic, just
Alright.
give us, just give my wife and I and my daughters a night. And
Yeah, so I'll disguise self again then.
let's go back in. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah. I just, I won't do the mask this time.
Very well, let's go. During that time, what were the rest of y'all doing while those two were outside talking?
Rachel's just standing there.
Yeah, I'm still talking to my mom and Isabel.
Is trying to not stand out. I am talking to dog and doing some like cleaning and repairs and just but also listening and making myself present enough in case somebody calls my name. But I very much recognize that this is a family bonding time and not anything I need to butt in on. So um
Very fair. Then, Romeo, you continue chatting with your mom and your little sister as your little sister kind of just looking back and forth between you and then y'all's mom, and kind of just looking back and forth and then back and forth. And you see she's getting a little confused as she's just looking back and forth, and then looks at y'all's mom and points at you and goes, "Is she? Is she family?" And you see your mom kind of just chuckles and goes, "Yes, she is very much family. She is your older sister." And you see Isabel just goes, "Oh." And kind of looks at you and goes, "Aldora."
That's right.
And you see, she kind of looks down, and you see she's kind of getting a bit shy. And then she kind of squints her eyes, and then extends out her hand, opening her arms, and just goes,
I will pick her up.
okay. Your mom transfer Isabel into your arms, and you see Isabel kind of clings on to you, and now like face to face, Mason, Otis, y'all are looking at this warm family reunion, and you can tell the sisterly resemblance between the two. It pretty much Isabel pretty much looks like a very very young Romeo, as they kind of just look at each other, and you see Isabel starting to play with Romeo's hair. And we'll say at this point, that's when Lucian and Glory comes back into the house, with Lucian still having to sky self up. And you see Glory looks over and gives a warm smile to Romeo and Isabel, and kind of just walks up and gives you both a big hug and kisses the side of both of y'all's head and goes, "You know, it was a dream of mine for y'all two to meet so soon. I just didn't think it would actually happen. I thought you would be on the road a lot longer, but whatever reason, while y'all are down, I'm sure we can talk more about it in during breakfast, if that's okay with all of y'all."
Yeah, it's a bit of a long story. We can talk about it later.
It certainly sounds like it. You see Glory kind of looks over at you, Lucian, and then looks back. Well, we have one guest room. I don't know how y'all want to handle it. Romeo, your room is still available, so you can sleep in and there. Along with, and you see Glory looks over at Melusine and goes, "Y'all two can, I'm sure, share Romeo's room." And you see your mom kind of gives you a look, and you see her eyebrow kind of raises a bit, and you see Glory looks over and goes, "What is it? What? Do you? What?" And you see your mom just go, "Oh, nothing, dear. If that's what you think it's best, I have no objections." Otis, Otis and Mace, would y'all want to share in that room as well?
Mum.
And you see
Mum.
Gloria immediately steps up and goes, "Well, I guess y'all been traveling, so would make sense y'all learn to bunk up close. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. If y'all all want to cram in there, that's perfectly fine, but y'all can also use the couch and crash out there. Lucian, I know you don't really, your kind doesn't really sleep, but you're more than welcome to station up wherever you need to go."
Lucian being disguised currently as a tiefling is like,
And you see Gloria go, I mean, you're more than welcome to crash on the couch." And you see Isabel kind of just looking at everything, and looking at Melusine, then looking at Cora, then looks at Mace, and then looks over at Otis, and then looks at Dog, and you see her eyes just go wide at the sight of Dog. And you see Isabel kind of just, and just like reaching over to Dog.
Oh, would you like a hug?
And she just nods.
I've heard he gives the best hugs, other than the sisterly and motherly kind, of course.
What's its name?
Oh, this here's Dog. Would you like to introduce yourself to him?
Uh, and you see she still clinging on to Romeo and just goes, waves one of her hands and goes, "Hi, dog. My name Isabel." And you see,
No.
no, go ahead.
Oh, and I was just gonna have Dog kind of like sidle up and hold out his arms to her as well.
You see
Yeah,
Romeo
I'll
just,
set her down so she can.
yeah, okay. You see Isabel just gets set down and walks over to Dog and kind of looks him over before just giving Dog a big hug, and Dog's return it. And you see Glory, and Alshra, bleh. Gonna take me a minute to get used to that. Alshra, both kind of look at each other, then look at you, Otis, and goes, "Dog?"
I uh, it's well, Denny get mad at me when it stands for Defender of Greatness.
Ah,
Lucian laughs again.
do you mind if we call it a bear to not confuse Isabel?
Oh, certainly. I've had others call it Teddy before, and that could be quite cute. But I needed a moniker that would better suit my inner working machinations, and but whatever works best for the young minds, of course.
We appreciate it, young master artificer.
Oh, young master artificer. Oh, uh,
I
thank you.
You see Glory just steps up and goes, I don't mean to presume, but usually artificers are usually the ones walking around with automatons."
I these past few days, hours have all sort of felt like a fever dream in the best and worst ways possible, unfortunately and fortunately at the same time. But yes, I am. And what about yourselves? Do you get up to any adventuring yourself?
Oh, no, we don't. Neither one of us has the talent for that. We're in a different category, like a different social circle here in the kingdom.
Oh, I didn't realize you were aristocrats. That's quite lovely.
Um, I mean, I wouldn't really call us that. It's more we hang out with them sometimes, but it here. I'll show you. And you see Glory kind of just straightens up and goes, Aldora, would you mind assisting me?
Oh, sure.
And kind Glory kind of leads you, Aldora, to the living room and opens up one of the cabinets. And inside the cabinet, you see a variety of different instruments. And you're seeing a flute, you're seeing a violin, you're seeing a harp, you're seeing a lute, and you see Gloria just goes, and then takes the violin and begins tuning it and looks at you, Romeo, and goes, just like old time.
Let me check my instrument proficiencies really quick. um. All right, I'll take the lute.
Okay. Then, Romeo, I need you to roll me. doesn't want me to do it, which is weird. Oh, that's why. I need to give you the item first. Boop. Yeah, there it is. I need to roll me a loot check.
Ooh.
Alright. Definitely not bad.
Not bad.
Okay. After about 10 seconds, you see Glory begins playing a beautiful melody on the violin, and just saw in the main chat. And Romeo begins joining in, matching her father very seamlessly as they begin playing a soft tune, and that it's a beautiful melody. And Romeo, you see your father while he's playing kind of gives you a smile, like a very proud smile, and you hear him go, "It's good to know that my teachings didn't go away during your travels."
Of course not.
Very good, Romeo. He gives
And I'm
you
just like clapping.
kind of gives you a wink at saying Romeo, and continues playing for a bit. And you see Isabel, who is just watching everything. Her eyes are like big and wide, and goes to her mother and just grabs hold of her leg. And you see the mother is just smiling at the tear in her eye coming down. She wipes it off and plays for another minute or so before ending. And you see Glory looks at Romeo, nods his head, and Glory begins bowing to everybody.
I'm just
Yep. I'll do the same.
just very exuberantly clapping, nearly jumping up and down, the big old grin on my face, smiling.
You and Glory kind of just smiles and looks at everybody and goes, "Yes, you can say we are performers, retired now, but yeah, we made a good living for ourselves, and yeah, and as you can see, I wanted to make sure I share my passion with my family." And he kind of looks at you, Romeo, gives you a very, very side-eye wink and a smirk before looking back at the group and going like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to keep y'all guys up. Y'all must be exhausted with everything going on. Please go. I don't remember how we agreed on the room setup, but yeah, y'all go rest. We'll catch up more in the morning." And as he's kind of like ushering y'all to go to whatever rooms or bedroom y'all want to go to, Otis, as you're just about to decide what to do, you see Altra comes up to you, Romeo's mom, and kind of looks you up and down, and then locks eyes with you, gives you a smile, and goes, "Thank you for applying."
Of course. I'm sorry for the lack of applause from the others. I don't know that they're well. They'll forgive me. It seems they are rather uncultured, and they'll learn eventually, I suppose.
I suppose so. You surprised me, but thank you for being in Romeo's life. And kind of gives you a pat on the shoulder and gives you a wink before going. The rooms are however way y'all want it. And if
Oh,
y'all need me, I'm gonna go tuck in my daughter in for a bit. And gives you a
oh,
smile and turns around.
certainly. I'll just be in your most uncomfortable living space. Thank you. I'm just gonna go back to like the living area and kind of like hunker down on the ground.
Okay. Romeo, I'm assuming you're going to your room.
Yeah.
Are you allowing Mel to go with?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you and Mel go to your room. Are you allowing anybody else?
I mean, if they want. I don't really care.
No. We'll say Akora just plops down on the couch and passes out. Uh, Lucy and Mace, what about y'all two? There is a guest room that's available if y'all want to go there.
Uh, mm, I'll probably say out here.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go in the wall in the living room, sit in the corner of the wall like I did the last house.
Okay.
Oh, so the lot of you are just gonna stand and sit there in the corner. What's wrong with you? I laid claim
Simply
here on
facing
the.
where the door opens. He's across from where the door opens.
How am I to sleep with you staring at me all night like that? So foreboding.
It's a it's a very
Careful.
military mindset, so makes sense.
Well, I'm
Well,
sorry, but we don't know what's going to come after us in the middle of the night or something. Even just a safe area.
that's what we have
Can't.
dog here for.
True, but you can't beat out training. It's been drilled in my head.
Well, if you two aren't going to take the bed, then I suppose the dog and I will have a nice little slumber party in there. Um, and Spider as well. Oh, Spider would love this. A nice bed. Oh, okay. Well, that settles it then. I'll see you in the morning.
All right. Then as everybody goes into their respective rooms, is there anything y'all want to do before hunkering down?
I'm good.
Okay. Then as y'all go to your respective rooms and lay down your respective area of sleep, you'll drift off to sleep. And Otis, can you roll me a d20 for me, please? Okay. So as all y'all sleep and get rest up, Lucian, you go into standby mode, keeping an eye out, and trying to figure out everything that's going on. I notice you're snuggling up in bed and drifting off to sleep. And as you're dreaming, you suddenly feel your consciousness kind of click on. Like you are aware of your surroundings. But you find yourself in a huge empty void. It's like, or not really a void, it's like you're in the night sky. Like you're in space. You're seeing all sorts of lights and stars around you. And you're seeing what looks to be star dust in different sections. Beautiful colors. And as you're looking around in this dream, and you notice that when you focus on a star, you see the star begin to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Like it's starting to come into focus. And when you focus on one star, you're seeing it begins to illuminate, and inside the star, you're seeing what looks to be moving like what looks to be a memory, like something is playing in that star. But you're seeing different colored stars. You're seeing a yellow one, you're seeing a red one, you're seeing a pure white one, and then you're seeing a black one. Which one do you look at?
I'm stressed. I think naturally it feels correct to go to the like pure white one.
Okay.
I think that was the option, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. We'll take that one for 500, please, Sam.
All right. Then here is the result. As you're focusing on the pure white star, it begins to get closer and bigger. And as it gets into view, you see it opens up, and in a blinding pure white, your whole entire vision seems to get encompassed by the star. And as it dims out, you suddenly find yourself on a battlefield. And you can tell it's a battlefield as you see the ground around you is torn apart. But you can tell by different kinds of spells, different kinds of magic, different kinds of artillery movement. You're seeing dead soldiers all around. And you're just very confused on what is going on. And in the distance, you're hearing a great battle is off in the distance. And when you look over towards it, you see it looks to be an army seemingly marching on the field, and they're heading directly towards you. They're not charging or anything, but you see that they're marching in like in a full unit. Like they're locking arms and shields, and they're marching towards you.
Is anyone else in my party with me? Like dog or anything like, or anyone at all?
You look around, and you're the only one there.
Okay, well, I am going to drop to the floor and pretend like I'm dead.
That sounds right.
Okay. As you drop to the floor and pretend you're dead, go ahead and make me a deception check.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So, seeing this, you immediately just pretend to be undead as you fall to the ground and just bleh, and act like you're undead. And you feel the ground beneath you begin to rumble as the marching of heavy metal boots are walking towards you. And as they get closer and closer, you see that they seem to split apart. And you can tell some of them are looking at you. Like they give you a glance before the army begins to split open and go around you. Like they're in like basically like an ant style, like a line opening up and going around you. And as they're marching in, they are. You can just feel the vibrations of their march. It seems like it's 1,000 or even 10,000 people as they're marching forward. And as you remain undead, how long are you gonna pretend to be dead until they pass by, or what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I was hoping that they would just pass me by, but yeah, if they're just filing all around me, I might just kind of like poke my head up a little bit more to like get a better look at like their armor and to see what some of them look like in particular.
Okay. Make me. Mm, yeah, I'll say make me an investigation check as you're peeking your head up.
Okay.
All right. looking at the armor, and you peek your head up, you can tell that this is, you see steel plate armor, the standard silver ish color, and you see that there's some pieces of armor that is colored in a dark red paint, and it has gold trimmings on the edges of the armor. And a lot of these soldiers are wearing a short red cape, and you see the emblem of a golden lion on the back. You will recognize this as the army of the Empire, your home nation. And you see that they're marching forward. But as soon as you peek your head up, you are suddenly grabbed by somebody that's walking by you, and you're hoisted to your feet. And you see this soldier in full plate armor look at you and goes, "To your feet, soldier! We gotta move! March!" And begins pushing you along.
Where might we be going?
Are you an idiot, soldier? We are going to war!
Yeah, consider myself to be in that lot. Who are we? Why are we fighting?
For the survival of the Empire, you fucking idiot! Just keep marching.
Thank you, sir.
And you keep on getting shoved forward by the people behind you.
Yeah, I guess I'll keep going with them.
As they're marching forward, you see that they're seemingly going up a hill. And as they're getting higher and higher to the hill, you can see that on the other side of the hill, you're hearing an intense battle going on. Like there's already fighting on the other side of the hill, and you're seeing the soldiers you're marching with are focused forward. There's not much talking going on, but as you get closer and closer to the top of the hill, you suddenly hear what sounds like a prayer going out. And you hear one man begins to call out, "We pray to the Emperor that he will watch over our souls and bless our battles. We pray to the gods to welcome us in the glory of the afterlife. We pray to the Raven Queen to help us, to help usher us to the next lifetime. We pray to the moon, we pray to the sun, and we pray to all the gods that we will win this war." And you hear one by one all the soldiers begin saying, "Amen, Amen, Amen, Amen," just going down on the line. And as they finish the prayer, you finally get on top of the hill and begin to go down, and you see what looks to be a sea of people fighting back and forth. You're seeing the Empire's color, raging war against what looks to be horrible looking creatures that are screaming and gnashing their teeth. These creatures look to have pinkish skin, and on one of the creatures you're seeing, it has two arms on its left side, and one arm is bigger than the other one. And on the edge of one of its arms, you see it has what looks to be a crab claw, but it's a giant, massive claw. It seems to pick up soldiers and bisect them in half. And you see the other arm seem to stretch out like a tentacle and snatch a soldier up and crushes the soldier in its hand. And you see that their neck seems to be elongated, and their mouth, at one point it looks like a normal head, but on a very long neck. like a very skinny and thin, long neck. And you see their mouth on these pink creatures go from reverting to like a normal human mouth to their lips suddenly coming out, like extending out, and teeth begins lining up their mouths as the this extended mouth reaches out and snatches one of the soldiers and begins eating him. And you're seeing all these types of creatures are fighting against the Empire, and the war is just raging on as the soldiers all have their weapons and begin lowering their spear. And you hear one person at the front goes, "All men, charge!" And they all begin booking it down on the hill. And since you're in the middle of this, you have no choice but to go forward, because they are just literally pushing you forward as it comes down, and you're running with them. And you look out, and seemingly over, like kind of hovering over the pinkish creature's army, you do make out a humanoid figure that seems to be floating above them. And as the figure is floating above them, you see the figure is twisting in the air. It looks like it's gliding, like it's swimming in the air, as their black hair comes up, long black hair comes up, and their body is twisting and moving around. And you see light purple skin and two black horns on their head that seems to curve backwards and up. And you see that they're just twisting around and seemingly lazily swimming. And you see the humanoid figure looks over in y'all's direction and just holds up her hand and shoots out a ball of pink smoke, like a pinkish smoke ball, shoots out towards the army, and it hits all of you. And as the pink smoke hits you, you don't really feel anything. It doesn't feel like it did anything to you. But you then see one by one the other soldiers begin tripping over themselves and falling to the ground. And you can hear some yelling begins coming along in the army. You're hearing one voice goes, "No, that's mine. That's mine. You stole it from me. I know you did." You're hearing another voice going like, "I love that woman, and you took her away from me." You're hearing another voice goes, "I demand bloodshed. No, I desire it." And just hearing more and more infighting as the soldiers are now turning against each other. And you look to your left, and you see the soldier who grabbed you immediately draw his sword, looks at you, and goes, "You were the one, weren't you? You're the one that killed my wife. I desire your blood." And holds up his sword, and you wake up. As the morning comes for all of you, y'all can go ahead and take y'all's long rest. Whatever y'all's long rest would do. Do it for the other. Boop. We'll go down the line. Otis, what is your reaction as you kind of open your eyes and waking up in the guest bed?
I'm gonna wipe off the sweat from my brow.
Mm-hmm.
Check my undergarments. And hug dog. And I am going to immediately start praying to my good new friend, Mr. Lathander, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna like kneel. There's a window in the room, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
As light kind of comes in from the window, I would like to just kind of be there in the light praying, um, slash speaking out loud, and I can write up a little prayer for you real fast and send it your way.
Okay, totally noted. Then everybody else, while he's doing that, one by one, y'all begin waking up, and Romeo, for you, it feels like a usual routine as you're opening your eyes in your bed, and you're used to having like morning chores, and so it takes you a second, like you catch yourself as you get out of the bed, and you feel like you're about to go ahead and help out your parents, but then you catch yourself and go, oh wait, hang on, and you see Melusine kind of in the bed next to you, and kind of pops up and begins waking up as y'all smell the good smell of food coming from the kitchen. And we'll go ahead and say one by one, y'all begin coming out of y'all's room and heading to the kitchen. With Mace, Sakura, and Lucian, y'all perk up at the sight of Aushra coming out and giving y'all a wave, and you see she is wearing what looks to be some a very, very what's the word, fluffy robe that's covering her body tight, and some mittens as well. She kind of gives y'all a wave and scurries off into the kitchen, begins making some food, and you then see Glory comes out and waves at y'all and goes, "Gentlemen, it's good to see y'all awake. How did everybody sleep?"
Great.
Well, I'm happy y'all were able to watch it. Sir Knight, thank you for gracing my house with your presence. And gives you a bow, Mace. A little respectful bow.
No need for that.
Well, you're Knight of the Kingdom. We have to pay our respects.
Still no need for that. I'm just doing my job. I did nothing yet, so there's no need to bow.
However you wish, Sir Knight. Kind of gives you I'll give you a warm smile and looks at you, Lucian, and goes, after breakfast, we're going to take Isabel to the clinic.
Right.
I believe I'm going to go check on the others, see if they're up. And heads over to your room, Romeo. And let me check something. Yeah, okay. We'll go ahead and clarify however this happens. But he's just gonna go ahead and walk in. Just opens up the door, walks in, and goes, Aldora, it's time to get up. And looks over at you, then looks at Melusine, looks at both of y'all, and goes, am I interrupting?
No. It's nothing like that. Don't
Oh,
listen to anything that Mum tells you. There was misunderstanding. It's not like that. Not with her, not with Mace, not with Otis. And certainly not with all three of them.
I would assume not. Did your mother say something like that?
There was a misunderstanding with something I said, I guess, and she sort of got that idea in her head. Now I can't convince her otherwise.
Right. Yeah, your mother is like that. Don't worry, Aldora. I can see that. I can understand what y'all's relationship is. Don't Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll talk to your mother.
Hopefully she'll listen to you at least.
Uh, I wouldn't put too
Probably
much
not.
faith in that. Well, you and Melusine, I believe your name was, come down for breakfast. After we get some food, y'all are free to do whatever y'all want. So y'all can take care of whatever y'all need. We're gonna take Isabel to the clinic just so she can get looked over.
All right. I will go downstairs.
Okay.
Or out into the living room, whatever.
Okay. Following Melusine, y'all head to the kitchen where food is being prepared, food is being brought, and it looks to be simple pancakes, sausage, ham, egg, and bacon, and you see a variety of different kinds of juices being offered up as Glory steps in the kitchen and just looks at everything and goes, "Wow, okay, why are you making all this?" And you hear your mom go, "Well, it's not every day we have guests over. I want to be a good host." And then you see Glory kind of just looks at her and arches an eye, arches his eyebrow, and goes, "Did you take anything from them?" And you see Alshra just goes, "What? I would never think of that." And you didn't want to do it, did you? Because you felt bad. You're like, well, they're her friends. I didn't want to steal anything from them. And I didn't want to stumble in on whatever was happening in Aldora's room. So, I mean,
Mom?
it's perfectly natural. I didn't want to bother y'all.
I'm just gonna sit and just put my face in my hands.
And I saw it was the lovely Melu Zine that entered your. Oh, hi, Melazine. It's a pleasure to see you once again. I hope y'all had a good night's rest. Have some food, please. And you see Gloria just kind of watching her, and then looks at you, Romeo, and goes, "Yeah, she's too far gone."
I figured.
She'll come out of it eventually, maybe.
Hopefully.
Well, have some food, and your friends look. And Glory looks at the rest of y'all. Go ahead and have some food. And Otis, would you have come out by now?
Yeah, it was not a super long prayer, so probably.
Okay. Then you come out and you catch the smell of food, and all y'all begin sitting at the dining table and getting a plate of food or whatever y'all would like. But after, go ahead.
Oh, I'll just say, like, as I'm eating, there's a very despondent look in my eyes for sure. Very lost in thought as I'm eating and shoveling down whatever's in front of me.
Okay.
What is the reaction to can't remember the mother's name, but Glory and his wife's reaction to Mace being a human?
Oh, as you finally
Or
take off your
human-like.
helmet.
Yep.
As you finally take off your helmet, you see Glory looks at you. His eyes kind of widen a bit. Just nods its head and goes, well, all right. And you see Alshra just looks at you, gives you a very big smile, and nods her head and goes, Sir Knight, whatever you would like. And just gives you a smile, Mace, and then looks at you, Romeo, gives you a thumbs up.
How did this get so out of hand?
Then, as everybody begins eating, I will say, I'll say Lucian, a part of everybody. Well, I don't know. Let me check everybody's passive perception. Yeah, it would be Lucian. Lucian, you would catch how the kind of mood Otis would be in.
Mood?
Yeah, kind of the his emotional state right now. Not his typical preppy, annoying self that he's used to being.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Huh. Delusion's that. Not a good place either.
Everyone's in a bad place.
Yeah. He's struggling. Um. Yeah, I don't think he would say anything.
Okay,
I mean, at least not right now. At the moment.
Gotcha. All right. Then, as time passes and y'all finish eating food, you see Glory and Aushra have changed their clothing into more outdoor attire. You're seeing they're wearing heavy fur clothing and that's wrapped around their body. And you see Isabel is wrapped up in a blanket and seems to have small fur lining clothing as well. And you see Glory looks at all of y'all and goes, "Well, any friends of Romeo?" Friends, and looks over at Alshra, who just kind of looks away and gives a smile. And you see Glory just shakes his head and goes, "Friends of Romeo is friends of the family. We are going to take Isabel down to the clinic, get her checked out and looked over. Y'all are free to do what you would like. Please don't take anything from the house because we will steal it back and plus interest. So, yeah, y'all are free to do whatever y'all need to do. But we do ask that if y'all plan on leaving the city, taking care of whatever it is y'all doing, just at least let us know. Like, just say bye on your way out. But when we're back at from the clinic, if y'all are still here, we would love to know what it is y'all are doing. If y'all are free to say.
Well, we can certainly tell you the gist of it.
And you see Gloria looks at Alshra, and Alshra just nods her head and goes, "Sure. What is the gist of what are y'all doing exactly? I heard some of it, but I would like to get a bigger picture."
Oh, right now. We're going to Thurel on some official business from Lady Rasa.
The Empress. Oh.
Yeah. I don't know how much she wants us to say. And quite frankly, I think the less you know, the safer you are.
Well, okay. I'll trust your judgment, sweetie. If that's what you think. And is there anything else y'all want to tell us, or is that pretty much it?
I'll just kind of look at everyone else like,
I don't really think there's much else to say. I mean,
All right. Then I'll leave y'all to it. We're gonna take Isabel to the clinic. And if y'all still here when we get back, by all means, y'all can stay as long as y'all all want. But if y'all are heading out right away, at least let us know and say goodbye, just so we can say goodbye to our daughter again and wish her the best. But yeah, just let us know whatever it is y'all plan on doing. Well, until then, you see that they began going to the front door and exiting the house with Isabel in their arms, and Isabella kind of gives all of y'all a sleepy wave and exit the building. So, y'all left alone in the house. What do y'all do?
I'm gonna immediately turn to Mace. Fuck.
Uh-huh.
Mace, Otis, and Melusine, and I'm just gonna go, I am so sorry about my mother.
You're fine.
I don't know where she got. She's trying to be nice, I guess, but she just sort of took something the wrong way, and now I can't change her mind.
What? What's happening with her? Why are you sorry?
Oh, you didn't pick up on the whole. She thinks that we're together, and also I'm with Mace, and also I'm with Melusine.
Aren't we?
No, no,
Oh.
no, no, no. Romantically?
Oh, oh,
Or like physically, I guess?
oh. Um. Oh, oh. Oh. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to give that impression.
It's my fault. I don't know. She just asked some sort of vague question, and I said yeah, and she took it to me. It doesn't matter. There's not really any changing her mind about it now. So
Dudes. He's at least.
What was it?
And well, at least she's nice.
yeah, I mean, my parents obviously don't have anything against humans, so that's a positive.
Yeah. And my mom.
Um. Well, in other news, might I tell you guys the horrors that I dreamt of last night?
Oh,
It's okay, I think. I prayed about it, but I'm kind of scared.
well, what happened?
Um, well, you see, there was this happening, and then more things happened, and it was part of an army, and that's never going to actually happen. So, take it with a grain of salt, But it so happened that this army was of the Empire, and I'm kindly worried of what they might be going through there. Anyway, we came upon this sort of being in the sky commanding these foul creatures, sort of the tint of pink, I suppose I'd say. Nightmarish things, foul, overturning the army. And the floating creature kind of did this thing and waved their gross little digits, and suddenly everyone's spouting something about desire, and that I was about to get murderized before I woke up.
Does the figure that Otis described sound like the one that I saw in the dream that I had?
Otis, did you describe the humanoid figure you saw?
Yeah, I can kind of like describe it a little bit more with like the horns and the hair stuff and all that kind of stuff. I can go in more depth.
Okay. Um, Roman, to answer your question, the figure that was in your dream wasn't really a solid humanoid figure. It was more like made out of smoke, so it didn't really
Yeah.
have detail, but it was like a humanoid figure.
Hmm. Well, doesn't really sound a whole lot like the what I saw or what Melusine and I saw in my dream, minus the whole pink mist thing. That seems to be the common factor.
And all that to mention, wasn't it a sort of pink mist that kind of came off of Isabel when she disappeared?
Yeah. Um. Although I don't think that was Isabel at all. It must something imitating her in some way.
Hmm. Lucian, you're the big bad killer guy of evil things. Do you know of anything like that?
Well, I haven't fought any ancient things like that by any means, but it could be anything. I mean, what's crazy? It could be an archdemon. It could be one of these guys we're looking for. It could just be a really strong wizard.
Valerian told me that the pink mist could be related to succubus or incubus magic.
Oh,
Yeah, that was something I considered.
you know, the lot of you weren't really there when uh, Akora and I first encountered the other god. There was a red sort of mist there, and I was able to concoct a sort of potion and device amulet to that kind of counteracted the measures of that sway. I'm wondering if, given time and adequate study, I might be able to pitch in and concoct something similar.
Hmm.
Maybe help us in the upcoming days.
Right.
Well, barring maybe we get a succubus and incubus. You wouldn't happen to know a friendly one, would you?
Um. Right. I might, but we'll have to circle back to that.
You do?
Maybe. I'll I'll reach out, but it's gonna take some time.
There's a story there, and I love it. You're just a person filled with adequate and quite complex things, aren't you, Lucian? I really would love to pick your brain about some of it. Add to the logs in my own collections.
Always free to ask. Can't guarantee I'll tell you anything.
Hmm. I mean, that's fair. Let's start easy then. What's your favorite color?
Oh, that was a serious question. I've always been partial to just black, but I do like a little bit of a nice darker red color.
Hmm. Noted. See, that wasn't so bad. Opening up and all.
Yeah, it's not really me that's the problem in this instance, it's them. The holdup doesn't come from me. I'll say that
It,
much.
oh, I thought you were saying that we're the problem. Is that what you were
Not
saying?
in this instance, anyway.
Right.
And I didn't mean this in the nicest way possible. You lot are the source of my problems. And will likely be for the foreseeable future, but that's not.
You know, all considered, that's probably the nicest way you could have phrased it.
First time
Yeah,
I heard
Honestly,
that.
yeah.
I could have said, I don't know, you guys are a bunch of fucked up, weird, exceptionally strange people.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and stop you right
Um,
there because it's becoming hurtful very quickly.
I don't think that I'm that strange.
Oh, all right. I mean,
Hates this
you proved me wrong. You're not a princess like I thought you were, but that's, that's fine. So you're not as weird as I thought you were. Instead, you're just. I mean, you're in a circus. That's like,
Circus freak.
yeah, that's where weird people go, and that's fine. I'm not judging. I get it.
I mean, I suppose my family is a bit weird.
Oh, that's
You know,
absolutely not up for debate.
you've met my
110%.
parents.
I have, yes.
My grandmother's actually a halfling. Um, not
I'm gonna stop you there. If I have to try and comprehend your family lineage any more than I already have to try, I'm going to burst one of my synapses. I don't need.
not biological. Not she's not really like blood related to us.
I.
She raised my father, kind of.
Okay.
His mother. It's a long story. Anyway, speaking of opening up,
What's next? Your grandpa's a Goliath?
oh, I don't have a grandfather. Well, no. Well, I suppose I do. He's a devil.
Oh.
I don't know who he is, but I never met him, obviously. But anyway, that's not the point.
Right.
Speaking of opening up, my name's Aldora. I should probably tell you that. It's confusing. My dad would do a big dramatic gesture every time he called me Romeo. It's not my actual name. You can call me either one. I don't really care.
I'm gonna stick to what I know, respectfully.
Yeah. I mean, most of my friends call me that anyway. Not that we're friends, unless you think we're friends.
Are we not friends too? I don't.
No,
No.
just we're friends.
Yeah, that applied to me.
I just met
I
him a
get it.
few days ago, and he did try to kill my sister, who I did not know was my sister. It's it's a lot. A lot has happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look, I I got history, a lot of it, Not all that great. And what we're walking into, it could come up. If I hurt you in any way, I didn't mean it, and you put me down if you have to. And I would do the same for any of you. Right? I don't know what we're gonna deal with. But I'm gonna guess it's not gonna be pretty.
I mean, surely a goddess of desire can't be as bad as a god of murder.
Not everybody's desires are. We're not all proud of them. And I mean that's a given, of course. But
What might you desire most, Lucian?
I don't think that's something we should talk about given the situation.
I think, given the situation, it's very much applicable to talk about.
Maybe if we all know each other's desires, it won't be as. I don't know what the word is. If we don't
Hey.
have big secrets from each other like that.
I just worry about bringing them, acknowledging them.
And it doesn't matter if you acknowledge it or not. It might happen, it might not happen if we tell them or not. We don't know.
Yeah. There's a lot. I desire justice above all else. Eradication of evil. Interpretation of that. If it can construe that in any way, Romeo, you might be a target. Given my history, it can make Otis, it can make any other sort of person a target. Mel could be a target. To me, if it can mess with my desires and play on them like that. So we got to be careful.
What about you, Gore? Mace, Jesus Christ.
Mason.
It's like, huh?
Yeah,
Mine?
gore.
I'm so used
The
to this,
dragon
and
is here
I'm
now.
The
yeah,
Godfoot?
yeah. Literally reading Gore as his username too. It really threw me off. Jesus.
I might have
Mace.
to.
In another life, perhaps.
I have two desires. One is desire of respect and desire of freedom. I want to be free from my mother, and I want the respect of the people here.
Admirable.
Might be, but we don't know how it'll twist it either.
And what of you, Romeo?
I mean, it all seems a bit silly now. I want to be remembered. I guess it's more of a fear of being forgotten once I'm gone. But that's why I do what I do. That's why I'm a performer. That's why I went on this adventure in the first place. I want to do something that matters in the world, whatever that is.
Aye. And should we continue on with this path, I I really reckon you might live up to that.
Certainly hope so. And what about you?
Hmm. You know, oops, sorry, got a call in between. You know, I've kind of teetered along the edge of it lately, but I think that most of all, I desire to help others, and I think that right now, in order to do that, my biggest desire is to bury these forgotten gods for good. I'd like to come up with a way to steal them away forever so that no harm might ever come to them, to anyone else again.
Well, that's certainly a noble goal.
Yeah.
This
Very admirable.
I have to right my wrongs here. If I'm being honest with y'all, I'm actually the one that let the other god loose.
You led the god loose.
I
Why?
I don't know why. How?
I wanted to help. I thought that I knew how to help, and I didn't. I just started adventuring, and I had it in my brain that I could do anything. And I can't. Not by myself.
I don't think anybody could do this by herself. But that's it's a lot to fix. A lot of blood on your hands.
I I'm aware.
But no one's perfect, I guess. No one's innocent. We've all had our part in some stuff we're not proud of, I'm sure. And it doesn't matter who did it. It matters that we fix it. That's all.
And that I very much do plan to do.
Good.
And we'll just say that Cora and Mel also give up whatever it is that they greatest desire as well. Thanks for sharing, y'all, too. Anyways, what would y'all like to do now?
obviously this isn't something we want to rush into. I think we should take today to prepare.
I agree.
Yes.
I
How do
need
we
to
prepare to
get.
fight a god?
I need bullets.
Bring me my gun.
As casually can be.
Yeah, outside. Do you have the pistol back from me?
No, I stole a gun.
Oh, you stole one. Okay, okay.
A different gun entirely.
You got her own blicky.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully you were here when she got that gun.
Nope, because that's also when we watched that kid get fucking murdered in front of us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's where people met my insane mother. Or Mace's insane mother.
I don't obviously know how to fight a god. I don't know anybody who knows how to fight a god. So, really, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. I don't. I hate to say it, but the only thing I can think of to fight a god is another god or archdemon, celestials. You know, things as old as they are.
I've been trying to make contact with Mr. Lathander, sir, our Lord and Light and Savior.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know, I very briefly believe that I saw a visage of him one morning. I'm hopeful that if I continue to make contact with him, that they might be able to lend their loving light our way.
Mm-hmm. It's
I,
hopeful.
it's better than having none at all.
Yeah, I would agree. I'm not arguing there. But I don't think we should put all our eggs in that basket.
Oh, certainly not. I believe there's a saying that you have to also put in some work of your own in order for the gods to take time and appreciate you.
Yeah, it always felt like a cop out to me, but I don't know.
Though, speaking of Romeo, since this is where you laid your roots at originally, might you be able to point us to some helpful resources?
Um, I don't know how helpful they'd be for fighting a god, but I mean, we've got a blacksmith and a couple of shops I could show you.
Hmm. Anyone that might deal with potions and magic of any sort might be helpful.
Would I know a place?
In the town, you can probably go to Victor's, or you can go to there's two market place in this town. You can go to either or and see the prices there.
Oh, right. Yeah, there's a couple places we could go.
Excellent. Then I might, if you think they'd not be too wary of my kind, I might be headed to check them out if that's okay.
I'd certainly recommend taking me or Lucian with you, just in case.
Yeah, it might be like the best bet.
Hmm. Well, if you need bullets, then I suppose I might have to split off with Lucian. He could use a friendly face.
I mean,
Right.
I can buy him myself anyways. I need the same. Stock up myself. Well, shells, but
So y'all are
I don't
heading up? Oh, sorry. Continue. Sorry. I'll be over here.
I don't really have money.
Oh, I have a bit of money. Not very much.
Yeah.
How much will this cost?
Yeah, Accord's the one with our bank, to be honest. But I'm really going to be relying on goodwill and faith.
Well,
Well,
if you're going to be relying on goodwill and faith, I think I should probably go with you. I have my ways of getting lower prices on things.
Oh, that's right. I've seen that. Conniving. I love it.
Yeah, conniving. Shall we go?
I think that's all that's left. I mean, there's sit here and talk all day, but I don't think it's gonna get anywhere. Maybe we gotta dive in and get our shit done and move on.
Hey. Well, let's take this wonderful, not romantic relationship party, friends, up, and let's see what we can all accomplish for the day.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know if she thought it was like romantic.
And you described it. That's very much what she thought.
No,
And I
it's
tried to
not
tell
what
her. I
it's
also
not what
tried
I
to tell her that
mean.
we were. I was trying to tell her we're not a thing. She threatened to kill me with my own sword.
Yeah, she does that. She could do it probably pretty easily.
I don't doubt it.
She's very good with the sword.
Heading
Your
out?
dad also threatened to kill me too. So
Yep.
Alright. As y'all are talking about Romeo's bizarre parents and life-threatening parents, y'all begin to head to the door, and um, I'll just take a stab and say Romeo's gonna open up on the front door, just because. We'll
Yeah.
just Romeo, as you begin to reach the door, you then hear a knock on the door, like before you even touch
Oh.
the doorknob.
Is there like a little window and like a peephole or something I can look at?
There is.
Alright, can I see anybody?
You peek through, and all you see as you're peeping through is black. Like somebody is covering the people.
Cool. Otis,
I.
could you send Spider under the door?
Oh, certainly. Spider, you know what to do. And I'll just take Spider off of my clothes and send him through the door.
Salutes
Start
you.
looking through his eyes instead of mine.
All right. As the spider goes underneath the door and you're looking through his multitude of eyes, you look up, and from Spider's point of view, you see a towering man, roughly about 6'2" man in black colored armor, wearing what looks to be a torn up black cloak, two short swords on his side, and two long swords on his back, and what looks to be a golden colored bow. But the one thing that catches your eyes is a
Oh no.
black metal dragon skull mask.
No.
And you see that he currently has his hand placed on the door, leaning forward, covering where the people would be. And you see, as he's like waiting, he immediately looks down, and seemingly you can't see his eyes beyond the dragon skull mask, but you can tell he is locking eyes with you.
Yeah, I'm recalling Spider immediately, but like as I've been looking, I can still talk while I'm looking. So
Yeah.
I'm describing him in like a hushed whisper to everybody.
I've seen the creator, right? He showed up after Akora and Maze went crazy at the thing, or was that a different? I don't
No,
remember.
you haven't seen the
No,
creator.
no, I haven't seen him.
So far, the only
That sounds
people who
fucking
would know
terrifying.
it would be Otis and Akora out of this group who knows what the creator looks like. Everybody else, y'all don't know who this person is.
Is there a back door in my house?
Yeah, you know there's a back door.
Let's go at the back door. We'll go over to the back door.
So, Otis, do you know this guy?
I don't think it matters. He sounds very scary and
I mean, yeah, Sam, I know this guy. Like, I just want to be sure.
By the getup, and you recognize the armor, man, pretty memorable. You do recognize that this is, I would say, 99% sure that this is the creator.
Well, I could be hopeful. You know.
That's why I give you the 1%.
Yeah, yeah. Um, it's very likely that he's not here for you, Thor. And I'm like pointing at Lucian, Romeo, Mace, more so, Ikora and Mr. Valerian, sir. But I could go out and have a nice, lovely chat with him. We're kind of colleagues, sort of, in like a loose sense of terms.
I think regardless of your relationship with him, it might be best if we do this a little bit away from my parents' house.
Oh, trust me. If he's here, then it's going to happen now.
Wonderful. What?
What?
I'm gonna sort of gesture to the door. All yours, Otis.
Oh, lovely. Thank you so much. I so appreciate this.
I am not opening that fucking door.
The most socially awkward guy getting forced to open the door because he knows the big scary dude.
Lucian's gonna just put his hand in his head, like, oh, fuck's sake. Alright, let's get this new problem you guys introduced me over with. He's gonna walk over and open, just grab the door and pull it open.
And like as you're opening the door, I'm like going up under your arm and like kind of like prepared with a smile and wave tactic.
I am as not necessarily hiding, but I'm like way behind everyone else.
Okay. Mace, what about you?
Ace is just standing, just not like just looking straight at the dude, like.
Okay. As Lucian yanks open the door, you'll see standing on the other side of the door, in the 6'2" figure. Like I said, black plated armor. What looks to be a black steel dragon skull mask covering covering their face, and a kind of dirty, dark, torn up, dark, like black cloak covering their body. You see the two short swords on his side. You're seeing two long swords on his back, and a golden colored bow. And you see that he has. It would be. Yeah, it will be currently 3 different colored rings on his left finger, on his left hand. And you see as the door is open, has his arms crossed and his head down. And as the door opens, he slowly looks up. It looks like y'all can't see his eyes beyond the dragon skull mask, but you can still feel his gaze on y'all. And Lucian, you're as you're looking at him, due to the nature of your work, you can tell this is more creature than man by from the vibe you're getting. Like, it's obviously not a normal humanoid being, but it's a weird sense. Like, based on the first impression, you can see that there's more monster than man, unlike the first impression right away.
Mhm.
And as the door opens, you see he kind of just looks at y'all, makes eye contact, settles on you, Otis, and you're there just waving at him. And he kind of motions with his head for y'all to back up.
And I'm gonna like very gently pushing Lucian behind.
Lucian would back up and just wave his hands like, and like inviting in, like, come on in.
Would you like a cup of tea?
He steps into the house and closes the door behind him, and then looks at the group. And you see he kind of just observing everyone, stares at Akora for a very long moment before breaking it. And you see he holds up his right hand, opens it up, and Otis, you recognize what's in his hand. You see a silver ring with a red gem on it.
Mr. Creator, sir, what's that?
You hear it in a very, like a somewhat low, deep voice go, "You know what this is."
But why? Why? What happened? What? What's going on?
For whatever reason, your group is on a collision course with the Forgotten Gods. And for whatever reason, he kind of looks over at Akora. Somehow, one of my children has broken free. So I am here to offer him something. Valerian, I know you are here. Reveal yourself before I drag you out. He's suddenly here, kind of skittering on the top. You suddenly see these familiar orange scaled body of Valerian, of his draconic body, seems to morph out of the ceiling and kind of swoop down and land on Romeo's shoulder. And you see he kind of spreads his wings and looks at the creator and goes, I could have hid as much as I wanted to. I just came out because I didn't want to ruin Romeo's parents' nice home. That's what I'm gonna say. And you see the creator just looking directly at Valerian and goes, Valerian, would you like your brother's soul? And you see Valerian just goes, huh? What? I am willing to give you a chance to have more power as long as you help this group. And you see Valerian just, you're saying I can have my brother's power, his soul, just to protect these guys? That is what I'm saying. You see Valerian just goes, I don't trust you. That is understandable, child. But one way or another, you will take it, whether I have to make you or not. And if any one of you gets in my way, I will make sure to burn you, points at you, Otis, freeze you, points at you, Romeo, electrocute you, points at you, Lucian, melt you, points at you, Mace, and I will flatten you two, points at Akora and Melusine. You see Valerian kind of goes, I like to see you try. These guys have my back. Right?
No. I fucking hate you.
What?
You're a dick.
I am charming.
To yourself.
Yeah, and maybe to Melonia somehow, but I don't remember what her name
You have a
was.
brother?
Oh,
What?
no offense, Valerian. I barely know you, and I know I'm outclassed looking at this guy.
Well,
Valerian, you know when I told you that I had your back earlier?
yeah.
I still do, but
See?
I think that given the circumstances, you're being given a remarkable deal, and
I don't think it's really a choice for you.
I
He said he's going to do it regardless. Wait, sir, if you have the ring, is what happened to Mace?
That is not my concern.
but it is mine.
Yeah.
So it is your concern to find out.
May I ask you a question, sir?
Yes, young Mace.
How do you know we're going against ancient beings or forgotten gods? Whoa, how the heck did you make these items that you're talking about?
It is very complicated, young Mace. And secrets I can't unveil. But regardless, my statement still stands. Valerian, you will take this now. And you see Valerian kind of just tenses up and leans over to you, Romeo, and goes, "So, Romeo, about that favor."
Absolutely not.
I mean, you don't know what I was gonna ask.
I'm not dying for you.
You didn't set that condition.
Valerian.
Fine.
Good. Because if you used your favor to ask me to defend you, I think this would end with both of us dead.
Yes. And you still have your uses. Fine. Alright. I will take it. Just set it on the ground. I don't want to go anywhere near you. And you see the creator just kind of just looks at Valerian. And you see Valerian just looks back.
Could we possibly do this outside? My mother would be very angry if we ruined her house.
You see the creator just closes his hands around the ring and goes, "Very well. Follow." And you see he turns around and goes out the door.
I'm gonna grab Valerian. Alright.
What?
I'm gonna follow after him.
The guy, I was coming.
Just wanted to make sure.
The rest of y'all going?
Yep.
Yeah.
Otis, I'm assuming you too.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm probably the last one out, to be honest, because I'm very much catastrophizing. So
Okay. Then as you all exit and go out, you are somewhat near the street, but you're on this little patch of land on the front porch. And you see the creator doesn't go to the street, but just stands on the front porch and then turns around and looks at y'all and holds out his hand and opens it up, showing the ring.
So what exactly is happening here?
Very simple, young Lucian. Valerian is going to take Igris's soul and make it a part of his own to become more powerful and more useful to you all.
Isn't that effectively killing the other one?
The other one is neither alive nor dead.
I'm guessing you can also separate them when it comes time to it as well, if you have the power to do this.
Who's to say?
And I think
Just-
you are. I mean, you created these things, and you clearly know more than you're letting on. I mean, you're barely clinging to what's left of humanity, peoplehood, however you
Mm.
want to phrase it.
Be careful, young Lucian.
Hey,
Sometimes monsters don't want to be revealed just yet.
right. Either way, who's to say Valerian doesn't kill us and run off with this power? Are you gonna stop him?
That is my duty now.
Right. You guys have this most stake in this. Is this alright?
I trust the creator because because I just trust him.
It's hard to trust something like that, but what I said earlier, the only thing that's really gonna compete was if an ancient god is a harsh demon or incredibly powerful otherworldly beings. I myths, legends, things like that. I don't think beggars can be choosers, but you guys seem to know this egress more than I do, which is not at all, but this isn't yours. I'll I'll back your play.
I mean, it sounds like if we refuse, he's going to kill us. And you know, I'd rather not die.
Mm-hmm. Why specifically us? Right? You want to power up Valerian to help us. Why us?
I would like to power up the group that is going to set everything right. So I am stacking, I guess you can say, the cards in your favor.
Right. So, without us, what happens?
What indeed? And you see he kind of turns around and points directly ahead, and you see where he's pointing seems to go across the street down like an alley, and you see down the alley it looks to be two inquisitors, purple cloaked war forge, and they're shoving another warforge down, and you see they have a gun to the warforge head, and the warforge, it looks like it's emitting a red light, like its eyes are flashing red, and you see the inquisitors immediately pull the trigger, and blow that Warforge's head off. And you see the Inquisitor kind of nods their head and kind of signals as they just simply leave the body there and continue down the alleyway.
Right. And you want to stop this, I would assume.
The gods were forgotten for a reason.
Yeah. I'm just trying to follow the logic in how us not taking this deal, the threat is on the basis of killing us, but you need us all the same.
Either this group... Oh,
That was ominous. It worked.
very ominous.
I take it back.
Either this group sets everything on the right path now, or later down the road, another group will potentially help get set the path on the right way. It depends on how much damage is done between now and then.
Right. I'm not trying to pull a fast or anything. I'm just trying to understand the situation and the gravity. Right.
Valerian,
Okay.
it is time. And you see Valerian's still in Romeo's grip and go, I'm not going near you. You drop it. And you see the creator just simply turns his hand and the ring falls down and clings on the ground before settling. And you see he takes a single step back.
I will set Valerian down and back up like all the way.
As you set him down, Valerian just kind of like a cat, just one long stride while pushing his head all the way back forward, kind of just looking at the ring, then looking up at the creator. And just quickly swipes the ring, looking at the creator, then look down. And as he's looking down, you hear him go, holy shit, it is actually Igris. Wow. Yeah, I'll definitely get a major power boost from this. And you see the creator kind of just watching this whole entire thing. And then you see the creator holds out his hand, and you see a magic circle appears on his hand, and you see he simply twists his arm. And then you suddenly see the magic circle seems to appear below Valerian. And Valerian kind of looks down and goes, wait. This is... You bastard! And then you see magical blue arcanic chains wrap around Valerian. And you see it holds him tight. And you see Valerian lets out a screech as he breathes fire up in the... air, and you hear him go, not again, not again! And you see the creator just simply closes his hand, and you see in less than like 5 seconds, you see Valerian's form seems to get sucked into the ring. And as it's getting sucked into the ring, you see what also looks like a dragon's hand seems to grab onto Valerian and dragging him down into the ring. And you see Valerian goes, no, no, no! As he gets sucked into the ring. And you see the ring pulses with magical energy. And you see the once red gem that was on the ring is now joined by a bright colored orange gem right next to it. And you see the creator just looks at it and goes, all is right now. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh no. Oh boy.
Oh. Yay. Here, yeah. I think that's another forgotten god, but he's either a